What's up, Canada? This is Etienne from Signatures, and I'm just checking in on you. How are you? Do you know what day it is today? It is Friday, May 8th. Today is the 75th anniversary of VE Day, Victory in Europe Day. A monumental day in history, one that you should really look into. We honor, celebrate, and salute the brave men and women who have served our great nation on this day. Excuse me. A special thanks to the always wonderful Blair and Sarah from Salty Sea Dog Designs for joining us on the program yesterday. We talked Star Wars, we chatted about their wonderful trip to Europe, and we even got a cameo from their great dog, Ollie. It was a great episode with great people, and it will be available later today on our YouTube channel, along with all other episodes of Just Checkin' In. All you gotta do is tap the link in our bio to watch. Now, let's have some fun. It's Friday after all. Today's guest is one half of Barrhead's brightest. He has a work ethic like no other and slings hooch like he was born to do it. He is Nate the Great, also known as Nathan from West of the 5th Distillery, and he is joining us now. My friend.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy. I'm doing well. Yeah. How are you?
Oh, good. I like your shirt. It looks really good. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. It was a gift from your brother in Red Deer. I wear it proudly. It's actually super comfy.
Yeah, they're the best. We wear them all the time.
Yeah, it's awesome. So what's on the agenda today? I know you guys are very busy people.
So we're actually just in the process of trying to get our restaurant and bar up and running in the next few weeks. So it's all hands on deck trying to do that right now.
Yeah. It's project after project.
There's always a project. Just a little one. Just have to build a kitchen, pour a patio, build tables and chairs. No big deal. Yeah.
And you're doing that all by yourself, right?
Not the concrete. We learned our lesson. Yeah. Okay. Now we get professionals for some of this. Yeah.
Right on. So an update on everything out in Barrhead. Like, I know you guys got a new still that you were pretty proud of.
We'll probably take a little walk around in a bit.
Cool. So you guys expanded a lot, right?
Yeah, we got all our new equipment. We moved into this new shop here last November, just in time for show season, because, no better time than when you're busy. Yeah. And since then, we've been in here. Yeah. So we got a new still. We just got new fermenters. Just, starting to get everything all ready and set up. But it's a mess right now because we're in construction, so. Like always.
Yeah, for sure. But it sounds like you guys are doing really well and, always expanding, doing great things. For the people that don't know, like, what is Barrhead like? And where is it?
Oh, yeah. Barrhead's a beautiful little tiny town. We have a whopping, 5,500 people in our town. We're an hour and a bit northwest of Edmonton, so not too far out of the city. It's just your typical small town, what you would think of. We got a grain bin at the end of our main street, and that's what you see every day. Yeah.
Are you guys born and raised there?
Me and my brother were both born in Edmonton. Actually, all of our family was. And then my grandparents have been out here for 85 years, something like that. So we always spent all our weekends out here. And 25 years ago, we moved our family out here. So I've been out here on and off ever since.
Nice. I don't know if you know, but being as how I'm staying in Entwistle these days, there's a really good liquor store nearby that's run by this awesome gentleman named Nazar.
Liquor on
so highly of it.
Yeah, Nazar's awesome. My dad's stopping there for some more drop-offs today for hand sanitizer and some booze, so, yeah.
That's awesome. Let's talk about that hand sanitizer production, because you guys jumped right into it, and it seems like it's been the main project for you guys.
For the last month and a bit, it's been all hands on hand sanitizer, and we produced a little over 10,000 liters of hand sanitizer in the last month, which is just crazy to think about.
sure.
And it's starting to slow down with all the big guys getting into it, which is fine. We're out of 4 or 5 different flavors of our product already, so it's nice to get back into what we love.
Yeah. So. Right on. And what's the community response been like with the hand sanitizer program?
It's been unbelievable, just like how much like thanks we've gotten, just that way, because like the RCP have told all the small towns if they don't have it, then they have to shut down and stuff like that. So trying to get it to everybody, and we got it to a bunch of the hospitals and the doctors' offices across the provinces. So it's pretty cool.
And like on the behind the scenes stuff, what are some of the hurdles that you guys had to navigate to get that production going?
Oh, there's so much more paperwork than what we ever thought. So, like, we're like, oh, yeah, we're going to make hand sanitizer. No big deal. We got liquor. Let's make alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Yeah. And then Health Canada's like, oh, well, you need to have this, like, site license and all this other stuff. And we're like, oh, okay. Like, they're like, oh, it'll be fast. So, like, 5 days later. And then Excise is like, oh, you need to have this if you're not going to make alcohol for drinking. So then you have to get that piece of paper. And, yeah, so by the time you're done paperwork, yeah, it takes quite a while. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's all done now, and it was a lot of fun to help out. Now we just got a lot of bottles, but that's all
cool.
Good. Yeah.
Very cool. So your brother was too busy to join us today.
Yeah, he's on the back end, so he's getting stuff ready for the kitchen. So pretty much when this is over, he's going to be making a lot of noise, and then he's loading up a few trucks with hand sanitizer and stuff right now too. So.
Right on. Well, send him my regards because he's greatly missed. I want to know, like, what's the coolest part of running, like, a family-run business? Because you guys seem really tight.
Yeah. The coolest part would be you could definitely resolve issues in a different manner than if it's someone that you're not related to. So that's always one huge bonus. Yeah, but me and him have been running companies together since we were in he was in junior high and I was in high school. So that was when we started our first company. We got our first loan when I was in grade 10. He was in grade 9. And we started a paintball course, which ran for 15 years. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's amazing. Let me just check my notes here. Sorry.
It's all good.
What's so in terms of like running your current business now? I know we talked about some of the paperwork involved in producing hand sanitizer, but what are some of the other things that people don't usually think of when they think of like running a small business like booze business? It's got to
booze business
regulated, right?
Yeah, sure it's probably there's like cannabis, and then there's alcohol right here, and then tobacco is way down at the bottom. But yeah, so the amount of paperwork and pretty much we have to keep track of everything. They want to be able to account for every drop of liquor that we make, from what like our raw ingredients all the way to the finished product to what bottle did it end up in, essentially. So like we have to be able to track stuff from like a month to 2 months to a final product, which is just crazy. So we're slowly getting better with all that paperwork. You've met us a few times, and our paperwork is getting there, but it's a lot of fun. It's more also getting your name out there. It's a lot busier than what people think. We meet a lot of people who are like, oh, when I retire, we do that. I'm like, oh, if I knew how much work this would not be a retirement gig. It's definitely a lot of very long days.
Right on.
Yeah.
Can you talk more about the project that you're working on now with the restaurant and stuff? What the plans are?
Yeah, for sure. So it was something that we were planning on doing since we moved into the shop. So actually half of our building is going to be a sit-down restaurant / bar / patio, and we're going to be doing tours through it. So we saw that there was a little bit of a downtime for a few contractors. We took advantage of that. So we're trying to streamline it and trying to open up for when bars are allowed opening back up. So it gives people a way to get out of the city and come check out something cool and shiny and have a drink and a beer at the same time. And on a burger, I guess. Yeah, we'll have a full restaurant. So.
Oh, love it. Love it. So who's going to be cooking?
Oh, definitely not us. Yeah. We got one of our friends we went to high school with. He's been in the industry for 16 years now. So he's going to be our head cook, and then we got some amazing chefs that are going to be coming in to do pop-up meals all the time too.
Nice. Sounds like everything's in really good hands. I remember talking to your dad right after the end of fall show season. He told me he was planning a trip to Japan. Did he end up going?
Yeah. Both my mom and my dad went over to Japan with our aunt to visit my youngest brother. So he teaches English over there. So they were there for a little over a month, I think, or just under a month. Yeah. So they had a blast over there, and didn't bring me back any Japanese whiskey like I asked for. So hurt feelings still on that one, but yeah.
That's too bad. Yeah, I know that's a big industry out there. Was it weird letting him
I'm losing
go on a vacation?
Small town problems.
Oh. Hey, man.
There's another small town issue.
Yeah, no kidding. So I was just asking about your dad's trip to Japan.
Am I back or am I breaking up again?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? No dice.
We're going to take this outside.
All right. I like it.
I can hear you. I'm just going to move my phone outside.
Sounds good, man. For the record, I can hear and see you just fine. So.
Okay. Keep it appropriate is what you're saying then.
Yeah, always.
So this is the roof of our bar that we got to finish.
Beautiful.
We're going to get a weird view. Just going to take our drinks outside.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be a nice bright light. Do you mind grabbing the back door for me? Look at that.
What a tour so far.
What was that?
This has been a great tour so far.
Oh, yeah. It's been... Most people don't even take the time to look at all the tin work that we did. You guys got a great view of that.
For sure. Oh, it's a beautiful day in Barrhead.
It really is.
Nice. Nathan, I don't know if you can see the comment, but Alessia from Caribou Kids is saying, thanks for the hand sanitizer. She was working in ER when you generously donated a couple boxes of it. So,
no problem. Glad we could help.
You guys are doing great things out there. Can you hear and see me now?
Yeah, I'm all good now. I got full reception, went from nothing to everything, so that's how it always goes.
So was it weird letting your dad go on vacation? Like, when was the last time you guys went on a vacation?
Me and Caleb, I don't know the last time we our honeymoons, I would say, would be our last official vacations. Nice. So for me, that'd be what, like 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, and then him 7 years ago.
Yeah. Where do you think that work ethic comes from?
Definitely from my parents. They're probably some of the hardest workers that I know. So that's where that all comes from for sure. And then now they're like, hey, like maybe if you just pick one idea, just stick with that. I'm like, oh yeah, we got lots of time for ideas. And then we just start doing something new. Yeah.
Amazing. You guys never cease to amaze us. Let's take a look at some of the questions that were sent in.
For sure.
We want to know about the infamous school bus. For those that are unaware, the West of the Fifth Boys pulled up to our shows. I think it was fall 2018, in a school bus, and you guys camped out in it, correct?
Yeah, we lived in that school bus that entire winter, more than we lived in our own houses. So that was awful. We ripped out, found all these school buses. We plywooded the floors, changed the heaters up a little bit, and we had a propane fire pit that pretty much did most of our heat, and we cooked our hot dogs on it.
So great.
Yeah, so we lived in Walmart parking lots.
God bless the Walmart parking lots. Where is that school bus now, and what are your plans with it?
The one, we had two actually. So the big one that we brought to your shows, we couldn't stand to see anymore. So we sold that one, and the little one, now that we haven't slept in one for a while, we're like, hey, we should turn this into a little RV. And then we get in it, we're like, no, flashbacks, and can't do it yet. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do with it. Maybe light it on fire, but yeah, it'll be awesome no matter what we do.
That's hilarious, man. I'm sure Ken will have a couple of ideas on what to do.
He told me to light it on fire.
Oh, great. That's a kind of an un-Ken comment.
Oh, after spending an entire winter in one of those, then you'll understand.
Okay, fair enough. There's another question here. What is your favorite Alberta-ism? So, like, your favorite
Alberta.
Alberta saying.
Oh, I don't. I probably say them all the time, but I wouldn't even know it in Alberta saying. I don't know.
How often do you guys say bud in a given day?
Oh, bud. That probably depends if I'm talking to people that day, but
Right.
probably at least 30, 40 times a day.
Love it.
Yeah, but that's one of those things I don't even realize that I'm saying. Yeah.
Right on.
Same with like I worked in oil and gas, so buy all the time. Yeah,
Okay.
worked with a lot of East Coasters. Yeah,
Nice. Shout out to the newfies out there.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, this question is from Kenzie. Actually, he wants to know who would win in a 100-meter dash between you and your brother.
It depends who tripped who first. So we can lift things up. We're just not very good at running. Yeah,
All
that's
good.
why
All
God
good.
gave you vehicles. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and then this one here is from my lady. She wants to know what is in your home liquor cabinets. Do you keep it strictly in the family?
Oh no, definitely not. Me and my
Oh,
wife, like for most of our like average drinks we do, I have a bunch of tequila in mine as well as some whiskey. Caleb's really big into whiskey and bourbon, so he's
okay.
always got like Bullet and Knob Creek and all that.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I guess I got a bunch of scotch too, but
Oh yeah, nice.
yeah,
You ever had Lagavulin?
I don't think so actually. Yeah,
That's one of my
yeah.
favorite scotches. So you guys have been doing our shows for a few years now. What do you think is like the main difference between the booze shows that you do versus a craft show like ours?
Oh, people remember you at your craft shows. Yeah. So at your guys' shows, we love to meet people and connect with people, and then at booze shows, we love to get people a little bit too many and just have a great time. So different atmosphere completely.
Right.
Um, yeah, well, we have fun at both. They're just a different kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Um, is it an easy sell for you guys? Because I know that like your branding is brilliant, and I know you're primarily responsible for your packaging and your branding, and it's also great. And even your booth design is awesome. Like, is it an easy sell for people? Maybe at craft shows, maybe at other shows, when they see the word moonshine, is that what brings them in?
It brings people in and makes people run all at the same time.
Oh yeah,
So for us, we've been out in small town long enough, so I'm not afraid of some moonshine. But some people have definitely had some bad experiences, and I don't blame them.
yeah,
But yeah, so it's one of those things that intrigues people, and then when they try it, they're like, "Oh, this isn't moonshine, is it?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, it definitely is." They're like, "I don't drink moonshine." I'm like, "You just did." Yeah,
suckers.
yeah. And then they're like, I guess I drink moonshine now." Yeah.
Nice, very cool. And what you guys have new flavors? If I'm correct.
Yeah, since December, we've launched two new flavors. So we got our apple pie and our peach
Mm.
out now. So those are both really, really good. And then if we get caught back up with everything, we did kind of like a prank bottle that was also a fundraiser for firefighters and forest fires and stuff
Okay.
after Fort McMurray. So we called it Blinder Juice. So we
Yes.
renamed that. So we got AB 152 because Bacardi B 151's got nothing on us. So it's 76%. And that should be in shelves in 2 6s here this summer. So we got all the labels. It's just coming up with the liquor for it.
Right on. That's very cool. I love the name Blinder Juice.
Yeah, that's definitely not on the new ones. Yeah. I
For
don't
sure.
know how that would go over in liquor stores, but
Fair enough. What are your guys' next big plans in terms of getting the booze out there?
so as soon as we're allowed doing shows again, that's definitely a big one.
Yeah.
Farmers markets just got the go ahead, but like there's no samples and stuff like that. So for us, like trying to convince someone to buy moonshine when they say they're not a moonshiner and not trying it is like that's one thing that we're a little bit nervous for, but we do so many farmers markets anyways. Trying to get back to just saying hi to all the people that we haven't seen in a while is gonna be awesome. And we
Yeah.
do like so many fun ones. We do a bunch of lake ones, so just get to go have a drive out to a lake is always awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully that comes sooner rather than later because I'm with you on that. I miss a lot of you guys. Um, Oh, I had a question, but it slipped my mind. Oh, yes. So you guys have a vodka now.
Yes, I keep forgetting about that. We have
Uh,
vodka. Yeah.
so how is that different from moonshine, or is it different?
Yeah, so it is different. So like our base is still the same, but what we're doing now is we're carbon filtering it. So where we like to describe our moonshine is more like a tequila up front with vodka on the end. This is
Okay.
just like a straight up, like it's got a nice caramel kind of like winter wheat vodka. It's really nice and smooth. We like to think at least, and it's been going over really good. We just got a whole bunch of traction on it in a bunch of areas. So we just brought in another 2 pallets of bottles because we're almost out of that as well. So yeah,
That's
a few
good.
more bottles of that one. Gonna
Good
be coming
problems
out
to
soon.
have. What are you guys planning on making any other types of alcohol in the future?
We are. That changes day to day depending on what we're planning on doing. So the big one that we're always talking about is rum as well,
Okay.
because it's essentially the same kind of base as what we're using right now. We use sugar beets, where rum is sugar cane, and that's the only true difference. And then rum has to be barrel aged for a year, though. So our shop is a lot bigger than what our old shop was, but it's still not big enough for too many barrels. We got 10 barrels right now of our moonshine. What 6 of them we're going to be bottling here in June. I think is 1 year in June, and we just
Nice.
trying to wait is really hard. And
Yeah.
then we're also talking about doing whiskey here. Hopefully in the next year, at least put 1 barrel down. But that changes by the minute. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, they all sound like exciting projects, so I'm eager to see what you guys actually come up with. Um, what do you guys do in your downtime at the farm? Do you guys
There is
have
no
any downtime?
downtime. Yeah. Yeah, there's not really too much downtime. Caleb usually gets to the shop like when we're running the still. He usually gets here around 4 or 5 in the morning, and then I roll in usually around 7 to do paperwork and get all that kind of stuff. So he's got the still running and a nap or PUBG going by the time I get there, which is awesome.
Nice.
And yeah, and by the time we get home, I have 3 kids and he has one. So it's try to spend some time with them before we
Yeah.
watch TV and pass out and get ready for the next day.
Rinse and repeat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned yesterday when we were texting that you wanted to bring out the motorcycles.
Yeah, we just got motorbikes like
Nice.
Monday. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So pretty much this is the first day we haven't ridden them because it was raining when we left, and we delivered hand sanitizer on the back of them yesterday because we thought we were funny, and we got caught in a hailstorm, so we learned our lesson a little bit. Yeah.
Fair enough. So you still have to break them in a little bit more.
Oh, they're broken in. We definitely bought them used. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair. Well, I got to get down to that farm soon and pay you guys a visit. Maybe we can take
Yeah.
those first then.
Oh, I definitely do.
Nice. Are you able to make a cocktail like we talked about earlier? Or?
Yeah, I got it all here. I'm actually
Nice.
gonna probably end up making it in the box in my truck because that's the closest thing that I got to a table outside.
You love
And
to see it.
yeah, yeah. So I that's why you guys were looking at the roof there is because I was carrying all my stuff for my cocktail.
Okay. Very exciting.
So we're gonna get another under chin view here.
Beautiful. I'm just going to
they're
update.
just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
I'm going to pin this comment here. Keep the people updated on our goings on.
All right, turn this around. Boom.
All right. So what are we making today?
All right, so we're making peach mojitos. So everyone could easily make these at home. So you could either use like the White Lightning or peach or Saskatoon or anything like that. The peach since this came out has been my favorite in them, hands down. But yeah, so all you really need is you just need some fresh mint, which I just picked up at the grocery store for like $2 for way too much. Some simple syrup. So simple syrup you can make at home. It's just boil water, and so it's 1 cup water for 1 cup sugar, and so that way you could add sweetener to your drink without having any granulated sugar in it. Some lime juice. I forgot my can of soda, so I'm gonna get someone to run and get that, and then some moonshine. Yeah. How's it going? Very big. So we're going to take another venture into the shop here. We're going to look at some shiny things while I grab that one can.
I love it. Is it, Nathan, is this the same shop that we filmed in a couple years back?
No, this is not. This is
Okay.
right in the town of Barrhead. So if you remember
wow.
that tiny little still, I'm going to flip it around here. Here's our new still.
Look at that beauty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's all made, handmade in BC. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's 1,000-liter still with a 19-inch mainway. And then a sign that me and Ken made from Pride and Design Co.
Nice.
All right, we're going to flip back over to my face. Our brand new fermenters, or brand new to us fermenters from Siding 14. We picked up these lovely little guys.
Wow.
Yeah, so we now have beer fermenters, which we're really excited for.
Oh, wow.
Because from that, we can actually either make beer if we really wanted to, which we don't have a passion for as much as we have drinking it. So
Okay.
I don't think that's coming. But it just allows us to ferment more at one time.
Neat.
Yeah. And then we'll see a pile of hands. Sorry.
Oh, I think we're entering the
Phone call.
zone. Oh, all good. Oh,
No, I got
barrels.
a phone call, so I took you guys out. So there's some of our barrels. Ooh. Oh, maybe we did enter nose zone.
No, I can hear you and see you just fine, bud.
Okay, perfect. I can still hear you. It just breaks up every once in a while.
Cool.
Here's the start of our kitchen.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks pretty professional.
Yeah, it almost looks like we know what we're doing.
Yeah. You should write that on your bottles.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people know that as soon as they meet us. Yeah. Almost like we know what we're doing. Perfect. And then club soda is the last ingredient that you need.
Cool.
Awesome. Oh.
Yeah, we just made simple syrup for some of our cocktails at home, and it's like one of those things that it's like one of those essentials that people don't realize how easy it is to make.
Yeah, exactly. And you can do so many fun things with simple syrup as well. So you could, like, when you're boiling your water, if you add rosemary into it, then you have a rosemary simple syrup, and you strain it out. So, like we did at the Mutar Conservatory in Edmonton there, we did rosemary spice shine fizzes, and they were so good. And we paired it with roast and a beer gravy, and it was amazing. Yeah.
That's incredible. And you just made me think of an outing Tina and I had in January. We were at the Greta Bar.
Oh, yeah.
In Edmonton. And you guys have a signature cocktail there too, right?
Yeah, we have 4 signature cocktails on their menu. So we locked down almost half of their cocktail menu, their signature ones. And we're actually just dropping off some of our boot Mickeys, our little 200s at them right now. Because they're going to be doing the mobile drinks there, and they're going to be doing our shaft shot one with them. So it's going to be a lot of fun too.
That's awesome, and it's awesome to hear all these local restaurants like adapting to the situation right now and coming up with innovative ways to keep the products coming to the people. So
yeah, exactly, and it's really exciting to see that they're still supporting craft or as much as they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to bring one of the 4, and if it goes good, they might bring all 4 or some fun ones. They're talking about doing possibly, hey, Matt, if you're listening, peach mojitos. I know we talked about it, but I think you should do it. It's really easy and fun. Yeah.
Listen up, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Matt. All right.
Cool.
So we're back here. I'm trying to think where I can put my phone down while I clap my mint. So I'm just going to put this down here.
Okay.
Sorry, not a good view.
We're tailgating.
We're tailgating, quite literally tailgating. So what you do is you just take your fresh mint, put it in your hand. You can use a muddler if you want. So it's just like a wooden spoon that you crush it with. So I like a lot of mint, so I take a lot. Or what you can do is you can just clap it a few times and then put that into your cup.
All right.
So what that does is it breaks it up so that way you could actually get more flavor out of it. If you put just mint leaves right inside the cup, it's just there for garnish and not for flavor.
Yeah, so you got to bring out some of those oils, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you want to break the leaf up. The one thing that we find if you are muddling it is that it's really hard to clean your cup after, as well as it's just more like a messy kind of drink. So I learned that one from Greta there.
Okay.
So you go mint, then you go 1 ounce of simple syrup. So I just made this here today, so it's still a little bit cloudy. It gets like to a nice like syrupy kind of yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in. So I always put in the simple syrup before I put in the juice or anything like that, because then you rinse out your cup with everything else, so you actually get it all in there. Should have taken all my caps off beforehand. And then you go lime.
Okay.
Just gonna spill everything. Boop. And then we're gonna do a quarantine single. So that there is a good old fashioned double.
Love it.
Yeah.
Take notes, people. So I know that you guys, we were talking about how you guys never go on vacation again. So this is pretty much the way for you guys to bring the tropical vibes over to Barrhead instead.
Yeah, it really is. And it was one of the first cocktails I learned how to make, me and my wife, because, well, this is hard with only one hand here.
I can't imagine.
So then you mix it up the best that you can. So the big thing they have to remember is club soda fizzes a lot. So if you try to mix it with it all in there really hard, then you just make a big mess and you're licking your cocktail off your counter.
These are great tips, some of which I didn't know. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, there are things that I've definitely learned by error and trial.
Yeah. Oh, look at that delicious bad boy.
Oh, yeah. And then from there, you just give it a light stir again, just to mix it all up.
The people that are watching, drop an emoji in the comments to rate Nate's drink making skills.
Boom. There you go.
Beautiful.
Now, the best part of the day is enjoying it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Here's
and it doesn't count as drinking when you're at work, right?
Oh, for sure. It's Friday.
Every day's Friday. It's quarantine.
Love it. That's true. That's very true. Okay, sir. Thank you for the tour and for making a cocktail for us today. That was great.
Oh, no problem. Sorry, it was a little bit messy. Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. To all the people watching and to all the people that are looking to support your business, how can the people support West of the Fifth these days?
Yeah, so we do have an online store where we ship hand sanitizer and moonshine across Canada, as well as just local liquor stores. So we're in like 260 stores right now.
Wow.
So we would appreciate if you buy it from them, because you're not only supporting us, you're supporting your local businesses as well. So there's a lot of amazing little mom and pop shops across this province that have all our stuff, and we would love you to get it from them. And yeah, support everybody.
Beautifully said, my man. And to close out our show, we like to ask our guests, in life, in art, and in your heart of hearts, Nathan, what is your signature?
Our signature. So I've been thinking about that since you gave me the heads up on that one. And I think our signature is just that, I came up with this on the top of my head. So this one here, I think it's just like hard work and never give up on your dreams. Sometimes it might be difficult, but it's always worth it at the end. It just makes it that much sweeter, right? Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I couldn't have said it better myself, sir. I want to congratulate you on your success and Caleb's success. You guys are doing great things, not only for the community, but for your family as well. So big props to you guys. It was a bummer not seeing you this spring, but I'm sure I'll bump into you in the summer at some point.
Oh, we'll see you very soon. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, well, thanks again for joining us. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Have a good one, guys.
Take care.